upstairs as well. All right, everybody, welcome back. We're in part 2 of the Axeman Hotel. Yes.
You want me to hold the bag?
Yeah, thank you. We're in part 2, investigating the Axeman at the Haunted Hotel here on Ursuline. And we are going now. So you have to excuse us, but come along with us. All right, we're going into 113, and this is one of the rooms that Carrie and I had investigated before.
This is the room that they say that lady is.
Right.
Right.
All right. I thought you could get. Okay. Sorry, took me a little while to get up the stairs. Okay, so room 113 should be down here. And they have guests in here, but the guests are investigate this room. All right, so as soon as I walked in the room, I started feeling.
It's just mapping her now.
Yeah.
I use mine.
Yeah, use yours, yeah.
Do you
You want me to film
camera,
for?
Or you want to do hers?
We doing both.
Oh, I meant you.
Oh.
You personally. Do you want to do her camera or yours?
You just looked kind of dizzy there.
Good.
All right, you ready? Is there a female spirit here? If so, cross the rods.
She's in this room.
Mm-hmm.
We kept getting the name Ashley. Is that your name? Can you uncross them if your name is Ashley? Now, I mean, it moved, but it
It's
didn't
not,
uncross
yeah.
them. It swung.
Now,
Okay.
all right. Now I'm going to ask you a more specific question.
We can remember.
I am. I'm leading up to the. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you are the, when I say elder female, like over 20, cross the rods, please.
So it's not that little girl that you're thinking.
I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
think it was either. She's a woman.
Yeah,
She's a woman.
and I'm about to ask you your name. Can you reset again, please?
Or you can just tell.
If you're the female that's here and your name starts with an E, cross those rods.
Does your name start with the letter E? No.
I'll ask one more time because you're here. If your name starts with an E,
What?
she's here.
They're opening.
Gosh.
Is it a name that you would think it would be an E? Yeah, you notice how they keep pointing to that other room. They both did that.
If your name starts with an E and you are the female that's over 20 and your name starts with an E, cross the rods, please.
Could it be a name that possibly would sound like it starts with an E?
Let me try here. You okay, Alicia? Do you feel like let me try? Because I know this lady's name.
Use your bag's right there. Oh, you're right.
I know what her name is. All right, try to ask.
Does your name start with a letter that could be E? Sounds like it, close to it, and that's why she's getting confused? Or can you cross them if that's the case? Yeah, there it goes. So that's what I was thinking. It's something. What name would start with E, but maybe an I sometimes? Is it an I? If it's an I, can you open? An I? Maybe?
Ask if her name's Elaine.
Is your name Elaine? If it's Elaine, can you open up that rod? It might start with an A then. Elaine.
Elaine.
Okay, let me ask you. I'm going to ask you. If it is Elaine, Eileen, can you cross them? If that's your name, can you cross them? Elaine. It's got to be like Elaine. You got your confirmation. So do we know who she is? Can you just try connecting with her without your rods?
I'll try.
Pretty good with just let me take your rods. You're pretty good with just connecting. Who is she? Is she the lady that everybody sees?
She's the lady that everybody sees. I think she was here the 1800s, maybe. I don't know how long this building has been here or whatever.
1700s.
Oh, well, the 1800s. I don't know why I don't want to specifically say I'm getting 1824. I don't know why I'm getting that year. She was married. She married to one of the owners? It's like something with the balcony. Like even the balcony, even over there where you can see her face when she goes. But it's like she liked, like when you see like the older ladies, not older ladies, but like back in the time, and they liked having tea, and they kind of had that proper, the thing like the tea and the, and they'd have the saucers, and she was very. And she liked that. Like that was the most important part of her day. Like what she looked forward to. Her husband wasn't always a good person. He wasn't always a good person to her. And I think that they had a child. Now, I'm not sure if they had the child and something happened to the child. What's in that closet there?
I felt anger over there. How did it die? Severe anger.
Okay, there's something over here.
Is that y'all stuff?
Yes.
No, it's Elaine's.
Their personal belongings?
No, I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like there's something. You can go ahead and
Yeah,
close
when
it.
you opened up the closet.
The closet, like, is something, and when you open it up, it is something that's here that's not good now. Sorry. It's like when she watches from here, or she goes out there and looks over the courtyard, she's like looking for something, like looking for someone. It's something she lost.
She a mistress.
Mm-mm.
Do you think that could be the little girl they see here and they lost? Didn't you say she had a child?
She had a child. I can't really.
Is it-
I'm not sure if she lost a child, maybe, but I don't know. Whoever it is, Elaine, this lady Elaine, is like she's looking for something, but it's like she was at one time like the lady of the house, and she goes and she watches and she looks at everything going on and she looks at everyone coming in. And then some people that she's happy with being in her home, and then some people that she's not. She doesn't really have a lot to do with the Axeman. It's kind of like they're here on this side, and then the Axeman's over there. And they kind of keep the two spirit things, they like try not to cross over into each other's realm for some reason. But it's like she watches to make sure that he doesn't come over this way. When she's over here looking out on the courtyard, she's watching him to make sure that he doesn't come over here. And when she's over here watching, she's just enjoying the city, watching over here and enjoying where she may used to have her tea or whatever. But over there, she watches him to make sure he doesn't. Now, there's something here, another male that's here. It's not the ex. It's not the. He's the one that's over there. Now, it's not the Axeman. It's not Robert. Was this her husband? I'm not sure yet if it was her husband or not, but there's two males, the Axeman there, over that way, or wherever there, and then in this area is a female, Elaine, and then a male. This male here is good and bad. And I'll have to still work that out on what he is and all that. But you know what's weird? It's like, okay, this is weird. It's like he may not have known the Axeman in life, but he knows him in death. And that's where the bad part comes in. Because they know each other. And she tries to protect this part from him. That's what it is. The male, maybe her husband is like, okay, I'm a family man. I have, I'm good or whatever. But then the other part of him, he feels a kinship with the Axeman. And I don't think they knew each other in life.
And she's trying to protect her family.
But he like when he's bad, he tries to get him to come over this way. That's what it is. That's the connection. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. So yeah. I know the air conditioner's off, but it's warmer in here. Like, I feel really, really warm.
I was gonna tell you a minute ago, your face got really red for a second.
It's like, I'm like really, really hot in here.
Okay, so do you want to end this live or?
We're going to end this live and we'll go back to part 3. We'll do a part 3. We'll probably do it in the axe murder room, man murder room, and maybe somewhere else. But thank you, and thank y'all for staying tuned with us.
Get some footage of the hallway.
Yeah.
That creepy stairwell.
And that room 114 ain't nothing nice, for real. Sorry if I bothered y'all or scared y'all or whatever.
You have no idea how, like, this unexpectedly was great. Like, this was something he was looking forward to go do all kinds of stuff. When we booked this room, had no idea. No clue about any of the history.
Oh, really? About the Axeman or anything?
Well, we know a little bit about
Yeah.
him, but originally our plans were not to come until December for his birthday.
Okay.
After I booked the room, I told him, I said, I always come in November, and I said, I've never come to New Orleans during Halloween. I said, I hear it's fantastic. He goes, I would kind of like to go around Halloween instead of my birthday. I'll just start searching, and when this room pops up, this hotel, and I'm like, man, the price is amazing for where it's at. I said, I've never paid something like that for where we were.
Right.
I did, let's do it. Was not expecting a balcony, was not expecting any of this. After I book everything, finally said, you won't believe this, and I've come here all the time. I said, look, let me show you where it's at. And I zoom in, and I just did, oh. I said, does that say La Laurie Mansion? And he goes, you gotta be kidding me. A huge thing, like,
Yeah.
of course, American Horror Story, so like, that made us research a lot of the original history. Well, whenever I booked it, it said the Haunted Hotel, and I just looked at it. I said, that's no big deal.
It's connected to it.
Yeah, I said, that's just probably propaganda for like whatever.
Right.
We start looking into the actual history. We just did, I said, this is gonna be interesting because he really loves the spirit world, and I've always felt like some type of connection in some ways, and not to mention being born on Friday the 13th.
Oh, wow.
First initial.
Where are you guys from?
He's originally from Texas, and I'm literally just from down the road.
Oh,
okay.
By Jenny's, by Jenny's out there close to Lake Charles.
Oh, I know, that's the case. I would love to investigate the Jennings 8.
I think they ate that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am a senior sheriff deputy for that department.
Are you?
Oh, wow, cool.
Not during that
Do you think it's that Richard guy?
Wait, let me turn the camera off.
Oh, I know you got a camera on.
I tell you, it's interesting. That's what
Sure, yeah.
We were just telling.
I didn't know you were still filming, sorry.
We were, like telling James about it because whenever, he knew about it. And I said, no, it's interesting. From there, I said, when it started happening, and kind of like after like maybe the third or so, it's like we all kind of started looking at each other, and I'm looking at my dad who's like lived there his whole life. I lived there almost all. I said, this just isn't normal, is it? And I said that this is way before it was a law enforcement. I said, something's out there like that's not our town, and
Right.
and just to see just the outrage of the town, like when it's like, okay, something's gonna happen. I always had a passion to do law enforcement for a living, and my mom was when I was a very little kid. I was around a lot of inspirational officers when I was little, so it made me see that's what a cop is supposed to be, and I wanted to be that. And I've been doing this come February, will be almost 10 years.
Okay.
And getting to serve the community I've lived in my whole life. And
That's amazing.
like I said, unfortunately, I came in like years after the last of the Jennings 8 thing. There's not a whole lot I really know. I know it's definitely a still active investigation. So like new information comes in, they take it serious,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
But it's amazing just to see, to be in touch with all the people I've grown up with, watch the community grow how it is, and then you hear things like that, and people. Hey, I've driven down the roads where some of these girls were, and in the middle of the night, they're not pleasant roads to be on at night.
So would that be something that could be investigated, like as far as paranormal?
It has happened. I have heard this before. I've been in. There's been some investigators that have come in the back, and I've found some different places. Some the actual burial sites, and some the actual where they were found. And it's just like some of the sites are just like okay, but then some of them you go down and it's just the road itself is like something you would see in a horror film.
Yeah.
Just the trees covering the entire road. You're on this back gravel road, and it's just like what an awful place to end, you know.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's scary.
See, I would like to come there to do a paranormal for the Jennings 8. Oh my God.
I tell you, if you're ever interested, I mean, like,
See,
definitely
we're friends on
contact.
Facebook
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
No.
Now when I saw this, he said, "This is her."
Right.
Decided all together. I said, "Wow!" So we have like over 100 mutual friends. And like,
Yeah,
know everybody.
yeah, yeah.
And watching James' expression whenever he. Like,
Oh my
saw
God,
you,
that was so cool.
And another one that talked to me said, come on. I said, "You gotta see this place. It's adorable." You know, and like. I'm telling him about it and like said, you know, we've heard a little bit of history here, but and him, when y'all offered to come do this, oh, he lit up. It was like, he's like, so we were like, that's why like, sorry, I want to be there. He's like, we wanted to give you as much free roam as you wanted.
Right,
as,
exactly. We didn't want to just like barge.
Oh no,
into
like
us
we were like,
or
just
whatever.
we come in like, just we wanted as much free roam
Well,
as
we
you
are
wanted, as
going
much
to be
time as y'all
investigating
wanted.
all night long into
Right.
the witching hour. So if you want to join us,
You just
if he
let us
passes
know.
out and you want to join us, you just
Welcome
come right
to.
on downstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was growling at him or that closet.
But one thing, and I didn't even think about this, but when y'all were talking about the closet, I think it was last night we had come in from doing our like walk around and stuff, and we were starting to slow down, and I shut the closet, and sometimes I get like weird feelings like that. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna shut it, and that was it, and it was fine. But it was something like, and it didn't click until y'all brought it up, especially with the temperature in the room.
You brought that up, and it's like, and we noticed like that thing will not cool this room off for nothing.
And right
But
now,
you crack
I'm comfortable.
we cracked the door open. It was beautiful. Like it was great.
Right.
And it's so loud. So it's like in the middle of the night.
And see, when I was over there, I got so full of rage. That's why I had to walk out.
See, that's how I had gotten when I was in this
When
room.
I was in that room, if you'll watch that video of us, and I'll send you the link when Carrie and I was here last year.
I started feeling it
That-
over there.
Look,
Squeeze my
and it
head.
started the
That's
things
what-
going off.
That's what I felt in that room. Was
That's where we got the
just.
knocks.
I even said I had to leave because I feel like rage. Like I just wanted to like punch somebody in their face for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to walk up to somebody and just nail their ass.
And that's the guy.
Like a feeling of anger coming out there, and it's like I was looking at him, and he had that off feeling with the closet. Like we had nothing in the closet until we knew y'all were coming, and then we were like, now here's.
And what do we do? Ask
I know, right?
And then when you asked him, it's like, when you said like this angry feeling, and I turned and looked at him, and he's thinking on a different level, and I'm nudging, I said, there's something in there that would piss him off.
Wow.
10-year-olds or anything.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
yeah.
But I'm
that
not like one of those
would.
guys walking around with it everywhere.
Right,
Obviously,
right.
I'm drinking somewhere.
Right.
It is secure, and I'm just like, it's a.
Right.
Right.
Irritate.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
Well,
like.
and when we were downstairs about to come in, and Janine just blurted out of nowhere, "Can I come in?"
Yeah, we're like,
I
what are you
did. I
talking
didn't know why I
to?
said it.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Can I come in?"
Yeah, we're like turning and look at her like, who are you
Wait,
talking to?
I didn't say that. I didn't even know why I said
Weird.
that.
In the
Like, it wasn't
hallway.
like, and she was telling us about like the little boys that they have heard about, like may have messed with people in the past.
Misti, is there anybody out here with me? Is the lady of the house with me? That's the window that everyone sees her in. Is the lady of the house here? Is that your name, Aline? Can you show yourself?
I kept staring at it every now and then. He looked at me and he said, "You keep looking at it." He's like, "You must be closing like something's telling me it needs to be closed."
I would love for you to make yourself known. Are you here with me? What does that smell? All right, we have to end it. We'll be back at the haunted hotel.